Nah! Ow, jeez, couldn't you have shown a bit of restraint? They achieved victory against the illusionary only of terrifying strength, Suika Ibiki. But even though everyone had taken shots at her, she didn't even look the slightest bit wary. As if we could when fighting someone like you. Anyway, this is the end of the feast, so hurry up and... Oh, wait a second. What? If you think you can make excuses? Well, yeah, she's about there, I guess. She's definitely a lot better than before. It's like she needs a little push. Hey, what are you mumbling to yourself about? Yeah, I guess I'll give her the final shove, huh? Alright, gotcha. It should be fine, I think. Suika had apparently received communication from something and looked like she was talking to herself. Reimu started to get a bad feeling, but Suika turned to her before it could develop. Ah, sorry, I'm done now. Don't worry about it. All you need to worry about is this. What? Suika had been smiling the whole time, but that smile disappeared from her face the second, causing Reimu to stop in her tracks. Reimu took up a stance to prepare when she noticed something strange. What? What's going on? Did you forget about my power? I can manipulate density with that. With that, I have cut off the space where we exist from the outside through dispersion. In other words, no one outside can interfere, and there's nowhere for you to run. It's an improved version of that ancient barrier of yours. A quick look around the surroundings revealed that Marissa and the rest, despite being so near, looked very far, and there were no sounds of the wind or nature, let alone voices. Reimu was truly isolated. Suika must have had a reason for doing this, but Reimu could not figure out what it was. Reimu was starting to feel the pressure from facing off against the Oni under such circumstances. What are you trying to do? When you're facing an opponent who vastly outnumbers you, you aim to eliminate the commander. Basic war tactics, no? You really don't know when to give up. And what have you been talking about all this while? You were talking about me so secretively. Reimu irritatedly tried to cross-examine Suika's incomprehensible attitude, but Suika simply increased the power of her mysterious aura, causing Reimu to wince. It doesn't matter. More importantly, what are you doing? Wouldn't you rather run and spare your life? Run? Don't be silly, I'll finish this by taking out the culprit. She took out several anti-demon needles from her sleeve and threw them at Suika. The needles flew right at her, but then, long before they could reach Suika, they came to a stop and dropped to the floor aimlessly. What? You really did forget about my power. I simply dissipated the distance between our positions, so you can't reach me now. You can't do a thing to me. I really would recommend you to run. You could call it a strategic retreat. No one's coming to help you, and you can't do anything on your own. You keep talking nonsense. When did I ever ask for anyone to come and help me? Reimu remained stubborn, even with Suika provoking her. But Suika's words only grew even harsher. That comeback of yours is proof that you know nothing at all. It's not a matter of asking for people to help you out or not. You're getting really annoying. Just spit out what you want to say already. I'll do it all myself. I don't need anyone else. You're thinking that, aren't you? That is where you have greatly erred. I guess that's how you say it? Erred? I guess, whatever. There isn't a single soul who could truly live alone in this Gensokyo. I was waiting for something good, but another silly lecture? How stupid, you should say unlock your secret hidden power, or something like that. Aha, I suppose you have that. But it's not quite what I want to say. You're starting to annoy me. I've got no time for your nonsense. Bring us back already. Go ahead, do it yourself then. For the great, aloof, and resolute Hawkeye Shrine Maiden, Reimu Hawkeye, this should be nothing, right? Why you? A cursory glance of the surroundings showed Reimu nothing unusual, just a large distance to the outside. If it was a kind of barrier, she could null it simply by touching it, but it wasn't a barrier. She tried to fly towards the rice grain-like entity that was Marissa in her view. But just like the needle she threw earlier, she could not get any closer. She gave up and turned around to see a grinning Suika. This area is my world. Whatever you try to do, all that would happen is you fluttering around helplessly around me. In other words, I have to deal with you. It must be so lonely being by yourself in this world with no friends or allies. No one will come to help you like before. Alright, you don't need them. Ah, such a poor little thing. Marissa and everyone else at the shrine think of you as a friend and an ally, but what do you think of them? Stop talking about this crap. You're just trying to guilt trip me. I sure am. But haven't you ever wondered? Why is it that you don't feel the things that other people feel? What are you talking about? You're under the impression that you're following your own will. But that's wrong. You're being forced to think as you do. I said, what are you talking about? Reimu unintentionally raised her voice. Reimu was beginning to feel the crushing pressure of Suika's words like a weight on her body. You are a Hawkeye. Your duty is to protect the barrier that preserves Gensokyo. On the surface, that means you can't let yourself be influenced by others. And that's natural. The Great Hawkeye Barrier is the lifeline of Gensokyo. If its custodian got too close to someone, others would find it unsettling. In short, what you think has been your own will has actually all been the will of the Hawkeye blood that flows within you. What are you? Stop messing around. My, are you shocked? I can't imagine so. You must have been thinking that you were living life the way you wanted when it's all been decided for you already. Shut up! Shut up! Reimu was flying into a rage, throwing all sorts of needles and cards at Suika, but of course, none of them hit the mark. Suika seemed so close, yet so far, and was giving her a smirk with pity in her eyes. That Hawkeye blood served as a defense system to protect Gensokyo, but in this age, where humans and yokai are closer than ever, it is plainly unsuitable. This is the first time that Hawkeye could live among humans and yokai freely, yet the blood of the Hawkeye refuses to change. Even you have not noticed it, and that's why I've decided to teach you this by force. Suika's unearthly aura suddenly flowed over and she attacked Reimu with Damaku with very few gaps. She barely dodged several of the bullets, but some were unavoidable and she was knocked away by them. Come on, what's wrong? So you can't do anything on your own after all. What's the matter? Beat me like you did just a little while ago. You're just... Suika continued to fire an endless stream of Damaku at Reimu. Reimu no longer had any hope of standing up to Suika's defensive barrages. It was all she could do to just defend herself. Reimu, no one's telling you to change immediately, but the precious thing close to you, right next to you, that's all we want you to realize. I'm sure you have the radiance somewhere deep within your heart. You will realize that people by your side calling out your name. My name? Ah! A single large magic bullet struck Reimu directly. As she collapsed to the floor, a single hazy face rose to her consciousness. It was the face of Marissa. It figures that at this kind of time it's her face I see. Marissa then materialized fully into her view. The Marissa from outside the space that Suika created was yelling out something. She was so small and far away before, but yet now she seemed completely normal. What are you saying? Wake up! What's wrong with you? Get a hold of yourself, Reimu. Marissa's voice suddenly rang clear and true into her ears, and something stirred within Reimu. A small sphere of light emerged from Reimu's chest and floated in front of her eyes. What is this? You forgot about my powers again. I don't just dissipate, I gather as well. See, it's starting to gather now. Just as Suika said, the tiny spheres of light continued to emerge from within Reimu, merging to become even bigger and brighter. All the people Reimu had met floated to her mind. She felt a strange, warm glow in her heart. This is... How do you like it? This light is formed by the radiance of the hearts of everyone in this world with affection for you. Haha, there's so many of them. Before long, the light had been completed. The sphere the size of a fist floated in front of Reimu's chest. She reached out to touch it and it instantly popped. You aren't actually supposed to see this kind of thing. Treat it as a special gift from me. Relax, gathering all these light for you is why I came here. That doesn't matter, how dare you mess with me like that? As long as you're that lively, there's nothing to worry about. Do your best in your Hawkeye duties from now on as well. The pressuring aura that Suika emitted vanished in an instant and Suika's back to her usual self. At the same time, Marissa rushed over to Reimu's side. The space had returned to normal at some point. Hey Reimu, are you okay? Suika, what the hell were you doing? Marissa, I'm fine, please don't worry about me. If you say so, but you're acting kinda strange. It's like your entire atmosphere has changed. It's just your imagination. And don't say such weird things, it gives me the shivers. Well, there's no rush. Just take it slow and steady. What's she talking about? Just some Oni psychology. What's that supposed to mean? Well, whatever, let's clean up this mess. Everyone's gonna pitch in this time. Now let's finish this quickly and go home. Work hard, Sakya. You should help out too, my lady. Though admittedly, it would be silly if you helped out here, but not at the mansion. If it's light, I can handle it. I'll take the empty bottles back, then. Yoma, please handle the bags. Yes, a lot of them are empty now, I see. I'll do the sweeping here, then. These little ones will have the place clean in a jiffy. And so everyone set off on their own duties to clean up after the end of the feast. Reimu had a glimpse of the brightness of their feelings from their hearts. The radiance of it made Reimu dim her eyes. Huh, is something wrong? You look like you're finding it difficult to stand. Are you not feeling well? You can go over there, the rest of ya. Stop. Huh? I demand this cleaning up to stop. Let's start drinking again. Come on, no complaints now. Spread the mats and open up those bags. It doesn't appear to be raining. Well, if Reimu says it's okay, who are we to refuse? You heard her. Yomu, put down those bags. Get back to Hakugoro to pick up more suitable items for our feast. Oh well, I suppose it can't be helped. The feast we started at Reimu's command, and this time it was a true feast, uninfluenced by Suika in any way. Suika looked on happily as the preparation began anew. Hey, if you don't come quickly, there'll be no more food left for you. Okay, I'm coming. You're watching, huh? I don't know if they're what you expected, but they're a great bunch all the same. Your beloved Gensokyo is in safe hands, at least. And Reimu will always be at the center of it. Suika looked up at the dazzling sun, shining its ray of light gently on the girls, then went off to join the party.